Alright, I was hoping to do this with you at the front of the classroom, but because my smartboard isn't working, I guess I have to record it now. So I'm going to go through this sheet pretty quickly. Basically what you're doing here is you're just checking your answers. So this one is 2860. That's the answer, 2,860. If you did not get an answer that I have, please raise your hand and I will do it on the board with like a whiteboard marker. But I'm just going to give the answers again. If you want me to go over how I got them, please raise your hand and let me know. 410 times 43, that is 430. 72 times 37 is 2,664. 53 times 36 is 1,908. 35 times 66 is 2,310. 61 times 73, 4,453. 80 times 31, 2,480. 99 times 50 is 4,950. 89 times 39, 3,471. 80 times 11, 880. 27 times 39 is 1,053. 15 times 83, 1,245. 54 times 43 is 2,322. 91 times 41, 3,731. 57 times 56 is 3,192. 85 times 77 is 6,545. And 22 times 66, 1,452. And then the last row here we have 93 times 41, 3,813. 58 times 23 is 1,334. 77 times 49, 3,773. 38 times 51 is 1,938. 16 times 61 is 976. And 59 times 11 is 649. Again, because I gave you the answers, I'm not collecting these, but it is important that we know how to multiply two-digit numbers. So if you did not get an answer that matches mine, please let me know and we need to do them together. This is a prerequisite before we start multiplying by decimals. Okay, so after you have all of these, you can either throw this away, make sure you have everything correct. There is a backside, so you can do the backside too, or put this in your math folder. Then, if you need time, pause the video, but we're going to open up your math textbook. So in your math textbook, I'll give you some time to get there, but we're on page 391 in your math textbook. So multiplying decimals by whole numbers, 391. Let's get rocking and rolling. Okay, we know that multiplication is repeated addition, so we're going to take one factor, and that means we need 4 of the other factor. So 4 times 3 and 62 hundredths means we're going to add 3 and 62 hundredths 4 times. Now we did our addition and subtraction decimal units, so we know that we add and subtract decimals, we line up our decimals and drop the decimal down, and then we just add 2, 4, 6, 8. This is 6 times 4, which is 24. You can see that they carry the 2. 3, 6, 9, 12, and 12 plus 2 is 14. So we have 14 and 48 hundredths. Another way we can multiply, because repeated addition is multiplication, so we can multiply with whole numbers and then count the decimal places. So that right here is basically the rule of thumb. So this is really important that we know this, that we remember it, because this is what we're going to use when we multiply throughout this unit. So we need to count how many decimal or digits are behind the decimal. So here's my decimal. I have a 6 and a 2 behind it, or to the right of it. There are 2 places to the right of the decimal point. So then we just multiply like we normally would. 4 times 2 is 8. This is 24, so they carried the 2. And this is 12 plus 2, which is 14. which means we need to count 2 decimal places from right to left in the product. So I need 2 digits behind the decimal in my answer. The 4 and the 8 are 2 digits behind it, so I'm going to put my decimal there. Also, rounding can help you place the decimal point. So if this is close to 7, this is close to 4 times 4 is 16. It wouldn't make sense for me to put the decimal there and make it 144, because 144 is not close to 16. It also wouldn't make sense to put the decimal here and make it 1.448, because 1 is not close to 16. The closest I can get to 16 would be putting the decimal here and making that 14. Okay, so on page 392, we're going to find 3 times 0 and 96 hundredths. Again, we're going to round, or estimate. 3 times 1 is 3. Oops. And then we're going to multiply our whole numbers. I know that this is 18. Carry the 1. 3 times 9 is 27. 27 plus 1 is 28. I'll carry the 2. This is 0 plus 2 is 2. You can see here that I have 2 digits behind the decimal in one of my factors. I typically, when I first start teaching this, I'll ask you guys to write the number 2 to the right of that factor so that I know in my answer I need to have 2 digits behind the decimal. And I do. I have 2 8s. Again, my estimation is 3, so my answer should be close to 3. 2 and 88 hundredths is pretty close. If I had my decimal there, it would be 28. That's not close to 3. Or if I put it here, that would be 288, which is also not close to 3. Let's just finish filling in these boxes. 2 and 88 hundredths is close to 3, so the answer is reasonable. All right, let's try a couple of these problems. This is 6 times 5, which is 30. That's 0 plus 3 is 3. That should make sense because half of 6 is 3. 4 times 6 is 24. 8 plus 2 is 10. 10 and 4 tenths. That should make sense because 3 times 4 is 12, and that's pretty close. Okay, so now they're going to start taking away those boxes. So again, what I want you to do, if it helps you, is to count the digits behind the decimal in each of these problems and put a little number off to the side. So here I only have 1 digit, which is the 4 behind the decimal, so I put a little 1 there, which means in my answer I need 1 digit behind the decimal. So if I do 7 times 4, I get 28. 7 times 3 is 21. 21 plus 2 is 23. Now I have 238. Okay, I know that there I have a 1. I don't have any decimals here, or digits behind a decimal, my 7. So I need to make sure wherever I put my decimal, I need to have 1 digit behind it. So it makes sense there, because here I have the 8 behind it. And that should make sense. 3 times 7. 3 times 7 is 21. 23 is close to 21. If I put it here, that would be 2. That's not close to it. If I put it over there, that would be 238, and that's not close to it. What I want you to do right now is just pause the video, try 3 and 4, and then unpause it to see if you have the correct answers. But pay attention to your decimal place value. So go ahead and pause the video right now. So for 3, I have 7 and 47 hundredths, and for 4, I have 11 and 13 hundredths. Now when we get to 6, 7, and 8, we need to set these up vertically, and we need to put the number with the most amount of digits on top. So 1 and 3 tenths has 3 digits in it, has 2 digits in it, which is more than just a 2. Okay, so again, I see that I have 1 digit behind the decimal. So I need 1 digit behind it in my answer. 2 times 3 is 6. This is 2. I'll put the decimal here to have 1 digit behind it in my answer. Put the number with the greatest amount of digits up top. Write how many digits are behind it. I know I need to have that in my answer. This is 15. That's 0 plus 1 is 1. I need to have 1 digit behind it, so I'll put it there. Again, I only have one digit behind the decimal in my problem, so I need to have one digit behind it in my answer, 72, and that's 9 plus 7, which is 16. I'll put my decimal there to because I have one digit behind it in my answer. Okay, again, you're going to pause the video and try to finish the rest of this page. Unpause the video and check your work with mine. Pay attention to 11. There's 2 digits here, so I need 2 digits behind it in my answer. Don't forget your placeholder 0.
It sounds like it's going to be okay for now. Yep. Yes.
Okay, so hopefully you've unpaused it and you understand how I got my answers. If you don't understand something, please let me know. We're going to skip 394. We're going to go to my homework page. You're going to do the front, 395, and the back. So you're going to do all of 395 and all of 396.